as the goddess of purity. I stand in the upper atmosphere of holiness, the sacred fire that knows only the purity of God. And I gaze into your heart so that you might have benefit of the star fire essence of my heart, to clear away any debris that might try to keep you from realizing in your outer consciousness the truth of the purity that lies within. That Christic fire, known so well by your God presence as the star fire swirling action, deposited there within your heart, so that you might forever have enough of the momentum of purity, of the white light, to bring about every good and perfect ideal of the Christ consciousness, so that you would have a foundation upon which to build the temple of your own Christ consciousness, elevating into the height of awareness of all that surrounds you in the perfect estate of divinity of its inception. For you see, blessed hearts, all about you is the hand of God at work, reflected within that glorious divine creativity is the spark of purity, holding fast together each of the details of the God consciousness that make up all of the creativity of God. Perhaps you have not considered how the very body consciousness that you wear was fashioned and formed by your own God presence. But this work you must begin to appreciate. For it is within this knowledge that true mastery is gained, and you are able to garner the attainment to put on the garment of light that you are to wear. This garment radiates the very foundation that is within your heart. It streams out, light, vibration, in rhythmic patterns, so that wherever you are affecting life all about you. Those who are unconscious, that have allowed their own outer vehicles to become sluggish, slowed down in the morass of the human consciousness, unbathed and cleansed by the light. That human consciousness bearing out the patterns of negativity that have been allowed to insinuate themselves into the very fabric of the life that you live. This garment is not the garment of the pristine perfection that is the foundation that your presence has woven for you within the heart. This fire that is placed upon the altar of your heart is intended to expand, to flourish throughout all of your endeavors, showing you how you may live a godly life, a holy life, a sacred life. All the while, moving through this densest of planes of consciousness, but absorbing only those patterns of perfection that are there for your mastery and attainment. I have come to assist you in preparing the way for your own Christ virtues to be fully realized, not merely on occasion, when you elect to place your attention upon the affairs of your life with more specificity of the Christ mind, but always within every waking state of consciousness and in the recesses of the subconscious, there are these patterns of the Christ virtues that desire to come forth in all their purity, weaving this garment of the Christ that allows you to be a shining star where you are. Throughout the darkness that has plagued so much of mankind, there is always a star revealed for those who elect to recognize that star. They will find the reinforcement of our assistance from the ascended octaves ready to breathe upon that fleeting awareness of the Christic fire and expand it until the son or daughter of God is capable of holding that fire for themselves. This is what we offer to you. This is what has been established as a foundation to allow you to come up in vibration so that you will perceive the star of your own identity, so that you will have a greater awareness of all that is around you, reflecting the purity of the light of God. Throughout this Christmastide, each time your gaze lands upon a star pattern, recognize that your presence is ever the greatest star for you to gaze upon and ultimately become. For it is that star of the mighty I Am presence that is intended to shine forth for all eternity, to light the world and the firmament of God, allowing for darkness to be banished and be no more within the consciousness of the children of God. Let the Christ step forth and fulfill the fiery destiny of the star of the mighty I Am.